Awesome.
Yeah, we'll play it by ear. We'll figure it out.
Yeah. No, I'll let everybody know because sometimes it is easier to answer questions as you're going through it rather than going back.
Yeah. And Joanna, then I can share my screen when we get started.
Yeah, I'm doing
That'd be
that
great to
now.
share
We are now
screen.
live on YouTube. Yep, you
I'm
have
gonna let
full
everybody
driving
in.
privileges.
Okay.
And then I'm going to record to the cloud. All right, very good. Admit. Okay. So, hey, happy Tuesday, guys. I missed you so much. I went on vacation last week. I don't know if anybody noticed. But yep, I was in Arkansas visiting my grandbaby. So it was super fun. It was weird. It's weird when you live on Zoom all the time and then you like leave to go somewhere. Like, shouldn't I be like talking to people on Zoom? My husband's like, no, keep it off. You don't need to get on that call. But I should get on the call. No, no, get on the call. So anyway, it was kind of funny. It took me like 3 days to literally unwind and not care about alarms whipping me because usually my alarms whip me on my phone to get on the call. So anyway, super excited to be here because I don't know if you guys know this, but Canva rolled out a whole bunch of new stuff, right? And I remember Canva telling me that, and I just haven't had time to like dive in and figure it all out. So I brought the pro. It's gonna be the Wendy show today. Wendy Forsythe, she's here at EXP. She literally took our whole EXP everything, our 5,000 marketing pieces, and moved them to Canva. So she is the Canva queen, and she's going to tell us about all the updates that have been given to us. So, hi Wendy, thank you for coming.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Like I can honestly say I've never had a Wendy with like an E and a Windy with an I like together in the same spot. So this is truly some sort of a force of nature that we have like happening here. So I don't know, you guys, like hang on, like anything could happen here in the next hour together. So I am delighted to be here with all of you. If we haven't met or we haven't sort of crossed paths in our virtual world, I am your Chief Marketing Officer. So I get to lead our amazing marketing team and bring you all of the great things that we do here, from our marketing tools to our events to our brand to our Extend a Hand charity to our awards and recognition to all things sort of in between is what we do here at the marketing team. So Wendy invited me on to kind of lead today's Tech Tuesday session, and we're going to talk about Canva. But I also wanted to talk about a couple other tech initiatives that we're rolling out. So I'm going to hit on Canva. I'm going to talk about our CRM of choice. Have you guys heard about CRM of choice that we just launched this week?
Yes, that's awesome.
All right. Well, so I'm going to talk about CRM of choice. And then I also want to talk about just our toolkits and some of the other sort of resources that you have from a technology perspective. And one of the biggest things I hear from EXP agents across the country of, where do I find all of the things that we have? It's probably one of the biggest challenges that we have. And, I think of EXP as having like access to like the very best, like 5-star Michelin chef prepared, all you can eat buffet of your favorite food. Like it's like the best food you could ever imagine that you can just go have like anytime. The problem is you don't want to eat all of that food all the time. But like, what do you take and put on your plate when you need it? And that's kind of like being an EXP agent. We have all of these amazing tools and systems and resources for you to run your businesses with. but you don't need all of them every day in your business. So then you forget what's available. But then when you need something, it's like, oh, I don't even know that we have that. So I want to try to give you some shortcuts to go with the next time you're like, oh, I need this, or oh, what about that? You know where to go find that tool or piece of technology. Sound good?
That sounds amazing. And if you guys have questions, I usually say wait till the end. But just raise your virtual hand. It's right down there on the bottom toolbar. Raise your virtual hand so that she can answer while she's there instead of needing to go back and try to find out, where she was to answer your question. So anyway, she's happy to do that. So feel free to ask your questions. All right, let's do it.
Yeah, so raise your hand. I'm totally flexible with that. And I'm going to try to keep our little chat box open on the side. So if you see my eyes kind of darting around the screen, also feel free to jump anything in the chat and I will
Yeah, we'll help you with that too.
yeah. Awesome. Cool. That would be super helpful. Okay. So let's start with some Canva stuff because I know that was like as advertised. So I am going to share my screen here. All right. Are you guys seeing, what are you seeing right now?
Gathering of the Eagles talk.
No, that's not what I want to see. So let me stop sharing. This is what happens when you have multiple screens open. Um, okay,
Yeah,
let's
so the EX or the updates for Canva is for everybody, not just EXP. So just letting Alexandra know that.
all right, let me try this again. And we will go to desktop. We should have actually practiced this beforehand. Um, let me go. Um,
Do you want me to open up my Canva and you can talk about it or?
no, I'm just trying to switch over to go to a Chrome tab instead of a screen share. It's just fighting me a little bit on that.
All right. What part of Arkansas? I was in um two parts. Little Rock, Arkansas, and my other four grandkids live down the road and Russellville. Super.
OMG, that is where one of my best friends from college is from, Russellville, Arkansas. I've been there
Really?
a couple times, and then her family moved to Little Rock. So,
Oh, that's so funny. I know it's definitely different there. Like I got off the plane and my feet were sticking to my flip-flops. I was like, ew, this is really humid.
All
Not
right, how are we doing now? Are you seeing Canva?
okay, yep, I see
All right.
Canva.
Yay. Okay. So here we are in the main page of Canva. So this is, if you guys log in, you probably should land like somewhere around here. And across the top, you'll see kind of all of these buttons. And you'll see these little like new icons across here. So these are some of the new features that Canva just rolled out. So give me like a kind of like show of hands. How many of you are like regular Canva users? Just so I can kind of see. Okay, a few hands. Okay. So some of the like features that they like recently rolled out are kind of bringing in probably a lot of things that you probably do in other applications outside of Canva into Canva. And I think really what the vision of Canva is, like, they want to make Canva like our one-stop shop for kind of like all things that we do. And they also want to be able to make the ability within Canva for us to do like multiple things within designing in Canva. So if we take sort of the first thing that they added in here for us, that is the ability to do spreadsheets in Canva. So when you click that button now, what we used to be able to do, like by going to like a Google Sheet, now you can do that right in Canva, where you can do a spreadsheet in Canva. Am I back on the main page again?
I love that because I always try to add the tables in and stuff to the Canva, and it's just terrible. It's terrible.
Yes. Yeah. So now with sheets, I'm just not sure if I'm clicking tabs. When I click tabs, just let me know if
Yeah,
if I go to a new tab, if it takes me away or if it's staying on the tab. Yeah, so it's going to create like beautiful sheets. So when I clicked, did it open up a new tab?
Yeah, we can see it.
And you're just seeing like a plain like sheet tab?
Spreadsheet.
Okay, perfect.
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, you can do like beautiful like sheet renderings in here, and it's going to do like a lot of like cool things with that. And so you can take that sheet, fill it in, and then it will like fully design. So imagine here now pulling in like a CMA or just like a pricing update or any of those things. You can create that from your MLS, pull it in here and put it right into your listing presentation. So like that sort of flow there, it is super powerful there. One of the other new features that they added here was the ability to do a lot more with your photos. So you can do like auto select photos. They've had the ability to remove backgrounds from photos for quite some time, but now they have this whole background generator where you can like change the background of your photos. So like you literally could take the background and it is a winter background. So maybe there's snow in the background and you want to change it to a summer background on a photo, or you want to change it to a fall background. This AI background generator, it's just natural language typing where you can change those sort of backgrounds. Still has the remover. You can do perspective correction. So if you want to like move something like further away or bring it closer, again, you're just like uploading the photo and then just like typing and doing all of those sorts of things. The magic eraser has been there for a while. So if there is a car parked in front of the house, you can magic erase the car out from the driveway and have the nice driveway there. So again, like using your mouse and just sort of doing that from that. And then, crop and those sorts of things are there. So lots of powerful things that you can do with the photo editor there. But those are a couple of the new features that they've added there as well. A lot of people don't realize this feature has existed for a while, but this is the website feature. You can create websites right within Canva. So how this would work is think of a single property website. So you can create like a flyer for a listing and turn that flyer into a single property website. And how I think about using this is think about going out for a listing presentation. And maybe you take a photo of the property. Maybe you drive by the property before the listing presentation, or maybe you just grab a Google photo of the property or a photo from Zillow, or, there's exterior photos of properties online pretty easily available. And maybe you sort of create what could be like a single property website to show the sellers how you might market their property. You could create that in advance and show up with that done as part of your pre-listing package. So you could walk into your listing presentation and say, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, I know you haven't made a decision yet, but I just wanted to like give you an example of how I might market your property. One of the things I would do is create a freestanding website just to profile your property online. And you could have that done all through Canva with its own URL, with its own marketing pieces, with its own photos. And that would take you literally less than 5 minutes to create here on Canva. And also with this feature, it has tracking on it. So you would be able to know as you market it, how many people hit that website, how many impressions it had, how many clicks it had. So you get all of the tracking with that. This is also a great tool to use for open houses, to use for lead magnet campaigns, to use for prospecting campaigns. Like, think of all the different ways that you could use this as a prospecting tool in your business. Super cool tool that I think a lot of people like overlook and don't realize the power of this tool in Canva. I'm going to come back to some of this, but this navigation on the top, like this would be sort of a homework assignment that I would give. Click through each of these tools and take a look at what they can offer. And don't forget this more tool, because this is where like you'll see all of kind of the other things, and what's popular is like a great like sort of next step there to see all the other things that are popular there that are being used by people. Any questions before I go on to the next part?
That was when you pressed more.
When you press more, yeah, this
So
more.
like if you're trying to figure out what kind of template you need, that's where you
No, these are just more things that you can do within Canva. So think of this toolbar here on the top as like all the different tools that Canva has.
Carol. Hey,
Super
Carol.
quick, back to the photo, the perspective.
Yeah.
What was that again? How did it?
It will provide depth within a photo. So it will allow you to like kind of move something further to the back and bring something to the front. So if you wanted to like, if you were taking like a photo of people, right, and you wanted to like move you more to the front and maybe like the other people to the back. So maybe you were doing a photo of you talking about the listing and you wanted to make you kind of more to the front and the house to the back. It just provides depth in the photo.
Okay, so it's not changing the focus, but it's changing the depth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. There's different elements of it, but that's in layman's terms how I think about it.
Thank you very much.
Linda.
Two things. One, can you show how you got to this page? I was just logging on when you did that. And will you be showing examples of some of this, like the erasing, and when you're done with the the introduction? One or two examples.
We're going to have time to go in on exactly how to use all of them, but if we have time, I can go back and try to and show you sort of playing with it. But if you play with it, it's pretty easy to figure out. But if we have time at the end, we'll go back and play with a few things.
Okay. So then can you just show me how you got to this page? I was just logging out.
So when you log in, you should like land here on this page just by going to home. So if you hit on the left-hand side, the home button, it will take you here.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Canva.com. Canva.com, and then log in if you're not already logged in, and then it'll take you right there. Awesome.
Awesome. Okay. Okay. And then there was something before that I didn't touch on here before I go on was this print button. So a question we often get from agents is, what if I want to print something? Or the old marketing center, I used to be able to print things. I miss not being able to print things. you can print anything on Canva, including business cards. So, in fact, I don't have them here on my desk, but my business cards I have now, I've printed through Canva. So if you're seeing a flyer, or if you want business cards, or you want a folder or personal brochure, if you want a poster, if you want a canvas, if you're looking for invitations, if you want note cards, I mean, the list just goes on. Canva has ready to print options that will print and ship directly to your door. So anything that you're looking to have printed, you can like have it printed, and like you can see just flashing through here, wall calendars, gift tags, tote bags, sweatshirts, like there's all kinds of print options there. And sorry, I clicked too fast, but you'll see up in the top right where it says it will say print with Canva on any of those. So like here's, I'm clicking into a business card. I can select that and it will say up here on the right, print with Canva. And it will just take you through that option, and it prints and ships directly to your door.
Okay, I have an EXP luxury question. We used to print these beautiful 4-page soft touch brochures, and I don't see that Canva has a soft touch option.
They have different print options with that, and luxury has its own section within Canva that has, and they also have their own Canva concierge services. So they have like specific Canva setup within luxury as well.
Okay. Yeah, I will have to look into that more.
Yeah. So with so see what if you guys were watching me click, I went home is like your safe space. So whenever you're in Canva and you're clicking around and you want to sort of like start over, like, okay, where am I? I want to go to that home button and it will take you back to this screen. Crystal, I see your hand up.
Yes, thank you. Where do you get, or where do you import all the eXp Realty branded templates? Because I've tried to go in like through, I see eXp is now integrated with Canva, but I don't know how to move any of those templates over to my existing Canva account.
Okay, I'm going to take you there next. That's where I was going to go next.
Oh, perfect.
All right, so see this button here on the left that says brand? So if you click on that button, you're going to see all the brand templates. So if you scroll down here, you'll see all the branded templates are imported there for you. So you can select any of these templates, and then it's just a matter of customizing them for you. So this is just where you can, you know, so say you want to do like an open house. So this is a story carousel for Instagram. So if I select this, I want to use this brand template. And now I just start creating. So I would.
Mine isn't like integrated. I don't see any of those EXP templates. Is that something that we have to do?
You need to go to Okta. Go to your Okta apps dashboard, and then go to Canva on there, and you'll go right into your EXP Canva account.
Yeah, so you need to be logged in through EXP. If you're logged through a personal Canva account, you're not connected through EXP. So you have to be logged in through Okta single sign-on in order to be logged in through EXP in order to see all of that.
Oh, I see. So our accounts won't integrate necessarily. Like if
You
I
can toggle back and forth, and you can share it with your personal.
you can. Okay.
So if you see down here on the bottom left, so if I click here, you'll see what I'm in now is I am showing you for demo purposes, I'm showing you EXP Canva Enterprise. So see, there's 78,000 people in there because that's the agent account. So the reason that it's not our full agent is because you're not logged in there right now. So that is all of our agents who have logged in through Okta, through our enterprise account. So those are our agents account. Right below that, I also have a profile under our employees. So our employees have a different profile and setup under Canva because we have to do different things in Canva. So when I'm working as an employee in Canva, I switch my profile account and I work under that second one that you see here. But then I also have my own personal Wendy Canva account. And that's like what you're in now. So if I'm doing just personal Wendy things, I would switch here to my personal account. Now, here's an interesting thing about how Canva has set this up for us. If I'm in my personal Wendy account, which you'll see here is a free account, I used to pay personally for Canva as Wendy. I don't have to pay anymore because the upgraded features for Canva I'm now getting through EXP. But I have some designs still in my Wendy personal account that I might want to use. I still keep them in my personal account. And if I want to use them, I just go to my personal account and I copy them over into my Canva enterprise account. And then I can use the upgraded pro features that I have in enterprise in that Canva enterprise account. So I don't have to sort of copy them over as such. I can just like one at a time as I need them, copy them in. So they live forever in my free personal account. And then as I need them, I just bring them over into my enterprise account. Does that make sense? So if any of you are paying Canva now personally, all you need to do is reach out to Canva through their customer support, tell them you're with EXP. And if you're paying them monthly, just tell them that you're with EXP and you want to discontinue, and they'll stop your monthly payment on your credit card. If you've paid them annually and you paid them in advance, they will actually refund you back for the remainder of the year as soon as you notify them. So you can save yourself some money there.
Okay. For website creation, do we need a domain name to be registered, or can we create another page on our existing website? So you can you can either use Canva's website link, or you can do your own domain, create your own domain and add it to that. So that is definitely either or. And then Tamika, show us an example of what? Sorry, that was like so 10 minutes.
Sorry, I had put that when she was talking about the website, but I'll look it up somewhere else.
Yeah,
Thank
if you
you.
go and click on the website, there's going to be a bunch of different website templates too. So
Mhm.
like it, okay, that's a lie. So if you go back and click on the search field and say like property websites, or type whatever you want to build,
Yeah.
up in the top, that's what I use, that toolbar at the top.
Yeah,
Like
toolbar at the top. This toolbar is magic. Like it just type in here what you want to do. I want to build a real estate listings website.
And then you can go to templates in the middle because these are your designs. So if you go to templates in the middle, up at the top, right there, yeah, that'll pull up all of Canva's templates. So the other one was whatever your designs are. These are, templates that they've thought of for you. So yeah, there's so much. But yeah, I always use that bar, everything I want to try to create, and it just pops it in there for you.
It's
And
like,
you said Canva does, like you can use Canva's domain versus trying to get okay.
you can, especially if you're using it, the example I used of going out on a listing appointment, just use Canva's domain. Once you've got the listing, you might want to buy 123mainstreet.com for the $10 it is or whatever. Or if you have your own website, do the wendyforsythe.com/123 Main Street and just have it as a page off of your website. So you can do different things that way.
Thank you.
Okay. Can you pull up a property flyer? Like,
So let me go back here to brand. So all the brand templates are here. So if you're logged in through Okta, all your brand templates are here. So if I wanted to pull up, like there's open house templates here. If I wanted to do like, this is a 4-page property flyer. There's different ones here thinking about selling. We got 8-page brochures.
right,
You know,
so go right there. Right there, you're on it. The one that says for sale with the 3 pictures. Yeah, click on that.
Okay.
So we have a question. What does it look like to turn a flyer into a website? So she's going to click use this brand template. And then when she goes to click share, share, then you're going to click see all. And then right there where it says website.
So this section here is like the magic section. Like all of the stuff that you can do is here. So like you can present, make view, like public view link. This present and record. This is super cool if you want to share something with clients. So think of like wanting to, like I've seen agents take the next thing I'm going to show you becomes super cool. And I'll share how I've seen agents use this. When you're talking about listings, you can present and record this like almost like a Loom or like a screen share where you can talk over it and share it to talk to clients about different listings. Especially with buyers, it is super cool to be able to use that. You can create QR codes in here if you're looking to like share QR codes on either presentations or as part of like lead generation things that you're doing. But if
clicking on the QR code right here actually creates a QR code for this
yes,
this flyer.
Yeah.
So that's
so if I were going to turn this into a website, I'd click the button here and that would convert it to a website for me.
Awesome. I think that was it for questions.
Okay. So let me go back over.
I have a question, Wendy. It would create a website link or
yeah, so go ahead and click share and then go to see all. Click on website. They need to like see this stuff. So right here, that's going to be just click done and that's going to be your website link. And
I'll publish it.
Publish. Yeah, so you give people that website link and it's going to open this up into a website.
So now we can actually view it. So this is going to be the domain, like this is your live website. And this is what the website is going to look like. So now this is the URL. So if you shared that with anyone, when they click that link, this is what they're going to see. They're going to see this URL, this website page. So it's just going to be a single page website. There's not going to be any navigation. They're just going to open up and see this page on the website.
is there a way to the print was so small, does it give the property address as the link in the URL?
No, you can change it though. Yeah, you can do the link.
Yeah, you could, that's where you could change the URL.
Oh, okay.
We just left it because we were just doing it fast, but you
Right,
can change the
right.
URL. We just left it. And that's where you could also like buy the custom URL as well.
Oh, that's so cool.
Isn't that cool?
But yeah, you can
And like that quickly, right? That we did that. So imagine going into a listing presentation and like having that done and then also having like a carousel reel done and the like, you know, open house flyer and like all these marketing things done. And then just being able to lay it out and saying like, we're ready to roll, right? Like this is how I would approach marketing your home, and I have it all done. I mean, it's a pretty powerful way to think about marketing yourself and demonstrating your value.
Right. Presentations are also really good. So if you're an iPad user, I know, like Crystal, you
Yeah.
create presentations in here, and then you can go in with your iPad and you can scroll right through the presentation. So that's a really cool one to do too.
Yes. Yes. All right. Let me take you down here to this little button called apps. So in apps, you're only going to have to do this once, but if you go into this little apps button, I want you to search EXP listings. And when you search EXP listings, you're going to see this show up. And when you click that, you're going to then select it, and you're going to use in new design. Oh, sorry, I'm going to, so your projects. And this is, sorry, I had to move you guys around to the screen. I'm going to move you here.
You made it a website, so now
I did. I had you guys up there. So let me start that one over again. I clicked the wrong button. Okay, let me go to apps. So I'm going to search EXP listings. My EXP, I'm going to use in a new design. So I'm going to use in a new design. I don't want to do it that way. Yes. Okay. It is not playing nice with me. Okay. So over here, you'll see it's now added on the left-hand side, the EXP listings app for me. And it was asking me like what design I want to use it in. So here's what this will now do when I click that. It's now going to allow me to search any listing that I have. And it's asking me for an MLS number. So does anyone have an MLS number on one of their listings close by that they can give me?
Joanne?
I do.
Okay.
I just 225065444 3/4.
Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. 465 Gross Drive.
Grouse, but sure. No, that,
All right. So what
Wow,
that
that's cool.
did was
that's amazing.
pull in all of the images that are on the MLS for that property. That looks like a beautiful property. And then it pulled in all of the listing details, the description, bedrooms, bath, and it pulled in, oh, look at your beautiful headshot, pulled in Michelle's info. And now I didn't take the time to go pick a particular, and this is what was tripping me up, is because I didn't pick a design. If I would have taken the couple seconds there and picked a template for the carousel, then I would have like had a template here, but I didn't do that. So now all I need to do is just drop and drag these in here. So
Or you
there,
could probably do,
yeah, I can go back and
go design and then property flyer. Can you pull the EXP listing into a property flyer?
yeah, I can change the
Design
yeah, I can do that.
at the very top, design.
Yeah.
And then
Gonna make me do
There we go. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, that's cool.
Now I can just do this. And I can put all of these in there. See how it's just like doing the magic for me. I want to do the there. Well, that didn't. Sometimes you have to fiddle a little bit with it. It didn't quite get the. Um,
So it will pull in pictures, and then if you want other pictures, you just drag them over.
yeah, like
Yeah.
I just dragged all of these pictures over. Yeah. Like these were all images that were here. I dragged them over and they put in all Michelle's images of the property here. It didn't pull in the price for some reason. So I would just like update the price. Michelle, what's the price?
It's 1.35. But yeah, that is so cool. I wish I would have known this last week when I was doing open house.
So I mean that is how like quickly that like would happen, right? Like that
That's amazing. No, it's really cool. Wow.
yeah. So you can like just do those images like that quickly. And then like once you have this done, then you can like do the magic of like using it for other designs. So it's a super fast way to like create designs for you. So I can like add another page if I want to have more photos. I can like add that there and use those things. So this listings app is like a really cool feature, and all you guys need to do is have your MLS number there and it will bring in all of your listing info.
Laura.
Hey there, just real quick order of operations because this is just amazing. You went to the app, we downloaded the app, we do that once,
Yeah.
we get our listing information. Now
Yeah.
to create the design, which do we do first? Do we go into our listing information first and then pick the design, or do we go into our template and then
Go find the design first. I kind of did it, but you can do it either way, but it's easier to go find a design that you want to do first and then click the app and type in your MLS number and then start dragging and dropping over into the design. I think
Got
it's
it. Thank you.
your easier way to do that.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean those are some of the like key cool like things in
love that.
Yeah. So I wanted to take the last sort of call it 10 minutes together and then leave like a couple minutes for questions just to talk about some of the other cool tech things that we're doing. How does that sound?
That sounds cool. Linda has one more question.
Okay.
Yeah, I wondered, do you know how fast, if you do the print through Canva, how fast they are? And when you hit the print button, do you pick the quality of paper?
Yeah.
Yes, they have different qualities of paper. So they have different stock and different finishes. So different weight of stock and then different like matte, glossy, like different finishes as well. And they have different options for speed of delivery. So typical of like the faster is a little more cost. So there's a menu of options there for you.
Okay, thank you.
But yeah, I think the regular is like a week. I don't remember waiting more than a week for Canva, but I love that they just deliver it right to my door.
Yeah. Yeah. And the business cards, I was shocked with the business cards because it's like this unveiling. It's in this beautiful box and like it's a cool experience. They really over delivered on the business card experience.
That's so cool. Laura, are you good or you still have another question?
Just real quick. So you click the EXP listings beta app?
Either
But there
one
was also-
either one will take you to the same place.
Okay.
For some reason, they just haven't retired the beta one, but they both do the same thing.
Very
I
cool.
had a question. Was that a ESP only thing or
Yeah, it is an EXP only thing.
okay?
Yeah, we built it just for us with Canva.
Pretty freaking cool. Okay, so
All right, let me go to the next thing I want to share with you guys. So, one of the things that we've been doing is building these toolkits, and these toolkits are actually all built in Canva, but we've built several of them over the last year to pull together information for all of you guys as a resource. Now, these toolkits all live within your My EXP. So if you go into My EXP, on the left-hand side of My EXP under resources, you'll find all of the toolkits. Also, quick hack, they live outside of My EXP as well under this landing.exprealty.com. So if you ever like not in My EXP and like you just like, I'm looking for something quickly, where do I go? My recommendation is just bookmark the landing.exp
can you copy
realty
and put that in the chat?
.com. Yeah. And you don't need this, like it's just cookied this stuff after. So all you really need is landing.exprealty.com is the URL, and it will take you to this page. Oh, sorry.
Don't you love that?
Yes.
Toolkits.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll put it in the chat. Hold on. Oh, you got it.
Ed already put it in the
It's
chat.
already in there. Good job. Okay.
So you'll find here our buyer toolkit, seller toolkit. So you'll find all kinds of resources, listing presentations, buyer presentations, all of our forms. You'll find all of the information to connect with our growth team. If you're looking to attract an agent and you like need some resources for that, those you'll find under these growth resources. If you're looking for tools to have questions about your rev share, how it's calculated, how rev share works, all of that can be found by clicking into this rev share toolkit. Trainings on Canva. If you want some Canva training, want some Canva resources, that's all here under this Let's Go Canva. Speaking of which, if you guys go follow me on Instagram, I'm at brand Wendy on Instagram. If you guys want to pop that in the chat, pop into any one of my posts and put hi Wendy, and there's an auto DM that will come to you. I've got a freebie that's all Canva tips for real estate agents. So I've written out a bunch of stuff that we talked about today. We'll get like auto DM'd, we'll get messaged directly to you. That's all a bunch of the updates that's like written out in like detail for you. And I can send that to you. So just at brand Wendy, and then just pick a post and just put hi Wendy, and that will come directly to your inbox for you. Any information on like how to be a sponsor, all of that is there. The new co-sponsor program is there. Any information on luxury, all of that is there. So shortcut for you on how to find information quickly. Last thing I want to share with you is a new program that we just launched, and that is around your CRM. So you guys, we have a love-hate relationships with our CRM. Like, I don't know about like you guys, but like that has always been my truth in like my 25 years in real estate is we know we need our CRMs, but like goodness, they can be like a struggle. So one of the things that we have always been asked is, could we have more than one choice for a CRM? And we've always here at EXP for many years now had a partnership with KV Core, which has now become Bold Trail. They did a rebrand and they're renamed Bold Trail. So for the first time ever, we're introducing this concept because agents have said, I don't want to just have Bold Trail or KV Core. I want to have an option. I know I need to use a CRM, but for whatever reason, maybe like that isn't the right CRM for me. Maybe I like used another one before I joined EXP, or maybe for whatever reason, Close is a better fit for me, or maybe like Lofty is a better fit for me. So we now are giving you the choice between these three CRMs. So all three are included in your $85 a month. You can choose which one makes the best sense for your business. So on
Or you
the,
can use both. Can you use KV Core?
you can only choose one. So only one is included in your $85. So you have to choose one. But you can choose which one is yours. So on this toolkit, which is exptoolkit.com, CRM of choice, you'll find information on all three. You'll find benefits. You'll find the options, sort of each of the three vendors, and they're all three are third-party vendors. So each of the three of kind of making their case of, you know, their features, their benefits. It's all been laid out here for you. You can choose any time, but as of July 1st, you'll have the option to make this choice. When you make the choice, we'll then begin migrating you over to the CRM you choose. And you'll be notified of that migration. It will begin to happen sometime after July 1st. You don't have to do anything. And if you don't do anything, you'll stay on Bold Trail as you are now. But if you would like to move away from Bold Trail onto one of the other new CRMs, then the action you can take now is to join the priority list, which you do here, to move over to one of these other CRMs. And then you'll be notified when that migration would happen. So the action to take now is if you want to explore changing your CRM, visit this toolkit and spend some time looking at these options. We're also providing training, and you'll find the information here on the training as well. There's a full FAQs, and then you'll find the live and on-demand training is here at the bottom in this link. So it is super important that, you know, we use and engage with CRM. So this is a really like critical part of our business, and we've spent a lot of time and effort to bring this option to all of you because we believe that options are important in business and that you guys as business owners should have the option to use the CRM that's the right fit for your business. So we're excited that we're able to bring this optionality to you. And it's the first time that anything like this has been provided. So please take a look, sort of spend some time doing that research, and definitely reach out to us with any questions. But that's our latest sort of tech launch, being CRM of choice.
Awesome. Dion.
Hey, so I have KV4 and I was wondering with the bow trail, like, is there a migration or is it just going to kind of be the same? I know
Yeah, there's no changes or migration for you as a user. So everything is really just a rebranding for them on the back end. So no change from a user perspective.
Okay. And then the other thing I had is question was if you were interested in just kind of seeing how some of these kind of work, like a Lofty or something like that. Is there a way for you to just see them, right?
There is, yes. So if you go down to the bottom here, you can visit this page, and we've got demos that you can access and be able to see the other two so that you can compare and be able to have the demos and see them.
Okay. Our last question for Wendy. What you gonna do?
Ah, very funny. We'll talk about this later.
Talk to you later.
That's funny.
Lori.
Hi, I
Oh
have
my
a
God.
question. It's back to the EXP app. So when I click on it and to using a new design, it
Yeah.
gives me all the options. What do I
Yeah.
choose to make sure that it just stays on my side? Or is there anything specific that I have to click on?
Yeah, just that's where I was getting a trip to just pick a design to
Okay,
get started with.
perfect. All right, that's what I needed to know. That's it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Awesome. I love it. All right. Anybody else have any other questions? We have 5 minutes left. Good job, Wendy, using the whole hour. Love it.
Welcome. Can you guys do me a favor and like take a screen grab? I'm gonna do the same and like make sure that we like tag each other and like share
Okay.
this out on Instagram, our time together.
Okay, everybody, smile. Smile. Ah, Ed, turn your camera back on.
Ed Lane,
Ed Lane, I'm calling you out.
totally calling you out.
Oh my God, did you see that? I said smile and he turned his he left the camera. Okay. I got it with his silly background.
Maybe he forgot to floss today. Hey, Wendy, I'm gonna give you a real quick shout out. You'll laugh at this. I haven't seen you probably since 2012 at HomeSmart, so that is a blast in the past, girl.
Oh my goodness. Our real estate
Oh, smart.
huh?
Yes, back in the owner meetings, right after Wendy took over down there.
That's crazy. Well, good to see you.
Good seeing you.
Well, Ed Lane and I go back from my days at Carrington. So we go back like 20 years or more. So I mean, geez, some of us have been hanging out a while.
Awesome. Laura, you have a question? You good? You're good? Okay. Awesome. All right. Well, I'm going to just do a really quick share here. For those of you that are not in Tech Tuesday, Joanna, can you put the link in the chat on how to get there? Because when you come, I guess I should have had this ready. Okay, it's gonna take forever to load. So when you get to the group, we're getting to the group. Or you could be friends with me there, like whatever. Okay, so you're gonna come here and then you're gonna click this little search tool here, and you can type right in here Canva in case you really, really love Canva and want to learn more. And everything that we have been teaching is all right here. Canva landing pages, how to get more followers. This is Betty Toronto. She has a Canva class and she teaches it every Wednesday at 8 a.m. So this is listing ad bundles. This is bulk create, Canva bulk create. If you want to create 30 days of content, watch this. It's freaking super cool. And then this is just all about Canva, landing pages and websites. So Canva on steroids. Yep, we had breakout rooms. That was a pretty cool one. Canva 101. If you are just beginning, come and watch this. It will tell you like how to take a picture off and put a picture on and editing the templates. Okay. So we have Canva AI. Yep, we did Canva AI. We did Canva branding, creating your brand. Super important. Canva community pages. Google Ads. I don't know how that got Canva, but it did. Anyway, we did a whole month of Canva, which was super fun. And then we did a Canva template swap, right? So everybody swapped Canva templates. That was super fun too. And then Chime and Lofty. Okay, so anyway, just type in Canva and it will pull up all the good stuff. like I created this news Monday market update right in Canva. Like you could do so many fun things. So anyway, so go to Tech Tuesday. It is free. Watch as many replays as you want. Next week, we're going to have Jesse Zagorski on here, and he's going to be talking about, oh my gosh, now I don't remember what it's called. So yeah, help me. It's something that's going to change your whole email perspective.
It is called Fixer.
Fixer.
Fixer, thank you.
For the win, guys. Fixer for the win.
Yeah, and I hate emails. That's why I have a Joanna. So anyway, but if you don't have a Joanna, you might like Fixer.
You'll like it. I use
Joanne's gonna like
Fixer
Fixer
on my emails. I love it. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. So anyway, thank you guys for coming. I'm gonna hop into the VIP group Zoom room so I can help people with all these things. And thank you, Wendy, for coming. I appreciate it.
Thanks, everyone. Have a great day.
Thanks, Wendy.